Hello, welcome to a very quick video just to explain the best way to adapt a classic lens to use on a modern day camera like this. So if you've seen some of my videos before, you've probably noticed behind me here I've got a little small collection of old classic lenses, and this one here is probably one of my favourites, and it was the very first classic lens I purchased, which is the Helios or Helios. It's a Russian lens, 44-2. It's a 58mm f2 lens, and it's famous for like a swirly bokeh effect which you put in your images. That's the reason why I purchased it. You can't really replicate that look with modern day lenses. So like most people, I bought an adapter, and on my micro four thirds camera I just attached the adapter, attached the lens, and then obviously manual focus only, you've got a usable system. However, on the micro four thirds cameras there's a crop sense of 2, so this 58mm, so if I get my calculator, 58mm times that by 2 is 116mm. That's an f2 lens. Now when this lens was designed, it was designed as a 58mm lens and not 116mm, so it's quite a big difference there. So there is a better way to adapt lenses, but you need 2 adapters. So the first one I'm going to use is this Viltrox EFM2 adapter, and this one's got a focal reducer in the middle, like a lens element, and this is also designed for Canon modern day autofocus lenses. So it's got electric contacts both sides, a much more advanced adapter. But once you attach that, basically what you're doing now is I've got the same as a Canon camera. So this lens is still not going to fit, so I need to adapt it again, so by using this adapter. And this is a Canon EF to M42 adapter. So one thing before I attach this, I have put some sticky tape, some sort of sellotape on this part here, which is a part which is going to rest against those contacts. I don't think it'll do any damage, but just in case, I didn't want it to short it out, so I've just put some tape on it. And now I adapt this one to take the M42. Now what this will do is be exactly the same usability wise, still manual focus, so don't get carried away. It would be amazing if it was autofocus, but it's not. But the difference is that focal reducer is now going to do a couple of things. It's going to change my focal down. So instead of being 116, it's times that by 0.71. It's now an 82mm, so it's closer to the original. It should have been 58mm, it's now an 82mm lens. And it's also going to give me a stop of light, an extra stop of light. So it's now going to be an 82mm f1.4 lens, because it's an f2 lens. It's an extra stop of light, it's f1.4. So rather than it being a 116mm f2, I've now got an 82mm f1.4 lens, and I think is a much nicer way of doing it. I haven't lost or anything with regards to length. It's still going to be the same length, still going to be used the same, but I'm actually going to be closer to the original focal range of the lens, and I'm going to get an extra stop of light. Now if you're worried about sharpness, depth of field, then I'll put another video here where there's a full review of this EF-M2 adapter and the effect it has with both those elements, with the sharpness and the focal range, and also the depth of field. And you may be surprised, because I'm a massive fan of these adapters. Okay, that's all for now. See you soon.